told you so. That doesn't make it true. Sometimes the only sure things are the instincts inside of you. And time ain't your friend. Beauty always has to end. It's fine to be scared. We get here so unprepared. And when you think you've seen it all, every time you look around, life is gonna try to keep you down. Every
Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to game number 1 between Yavapai County Municipal Youth Chess Club and Swim Team 6, Return of the King, and Souls in Slowmo. We are going to go ahead and have a couple bands, couple of picks. Actually, just one pick. I just lied to you all. We are going to have a couple of bands coming out. Yavapai is going to be banning out Dragonshire and Infernal Shrines. We will have Souls in Slowmo getting rid of Battlefield of Eternity and Towers of Doom. And so we will go ahead and sorry, got confused. People were talking and chatting. I'm like, that is wrong. So we do go ahead and have Braxis as the first map, and Braxis is my favorite map in Here's the Storm. I'm so excited to be able to cast it. More people should pick Braxis. Super, super, super up in the air in terms of strategies. A lot of people play this where it's just like the offlaners in the top and the 4-man in the bottom, and you just smash against each other. That is the dumb way to play the map. The smart way to play the map is to put some globals in there, be able to offset the lanes. Some of the globals can be the Shimada brothers. Genji moves very, very quickly. Genji also has the ability to solo the boss with the deflect build. Super, super, super excited. Other things about this map is that choosing when to get lane pressure, very, very big. The bottom lane can go ahead and get the camp very, very quickly. Also, if you're leaving to go get camps, your opponent may not know if you're going to move to the other lane. Makes them be a little bit... There's a lot of dynamic movement on this map. It's amazing. We'll have to see if these teams play it correctly, but hopefully they do. Definitely a thing that I'm waiting for. For those of you that do not know, Yavapai is my old team. I was on Yavapai County Municipal Youth Chess Club and Swim Team 5. The Yavapai County Municipal Youth and Chess Club and Swim Team swims back last season, but am not on them this season. I'm more of their, like, in case of emergency, break glass sub. So because I'm not on the season, I am absolutely okay to cast them. Hooray! So here we go, moving on in. I'm going to be getting into the game in just a second. We do have one team is readying up. The other team is not quite ready just yet. You can tell I actually know this team because I can actually like read off the whole thing very quickly. And also, what is going on with the NGS logo? Why are you tiny? There we go. That's a little bit better now. Sorry, I'm singing along to the music that you may not be able to hear. I'm just super good. Let me know how the volume is. I actually had to turn it down to my ear a little bit, which maybe is too loud. But it looks like it's okay in terms of like the microphone spiking. So definitely probably should be okay. Thank you very much for the follow, Hellraiser. We do have follow alerts turned off because some of the names are awful. And I don't want them showing up at the stream because I'm just like that. Yeah, Yavapai basically got together and was just like, we want to troll the heck out of the cast names. Actually, fun fact, twice NGS has had to put a limit cap on how long a team name could be, and Yavapai was the reason both times. Just things ended up not working when the team name was too long, and so, I mean, even now you can actually see in the overlay, you can't see the whole game. Whoopsie! Aw, thank you, Summer. Ironically enough, Summer was actually on the team I was on before Yavapai. I've been on a lot of teams. Your girl gets around, what can I say? So we're just waiting to get into the actual game. What I expect coming into this, obviously the offlaner is very, very important because a lot of times it is just one versus the other. Being able to control top lane is very, very big. I do know Yavapai just does dumb stuff, so... like, I've seen them do all kinds of things in the offlane that does not make sense. I won't say them here. I don't want to give out scouting information. Although, honestly, like, I don't know if you should even ban out the dumb stuff Yavapai does, because they'll just do something else that's dumb. But still, like, I don't know what you can predict. In a general meta, you do have a lot of Rexar up top. You do have a decent amount of Hogger. Gazlo does very well, because it's very, very hard to take the point away. Maybe I misread that as your Legos are made for walking. I'm like, why are your Legos walking? That is not what Legos do. Now I'm singing it. Why are your Legos walking? That's not what Legos do. Oh, I wonder if I have time to do this. Do I remember my battle rap? That is the question. I don't? Crap? It's my suspicion y'all won't need a physician. Only a mortician will be the one to assess your future condition. It's me, Taryn. Up the off lane is a time-honored tradition. You better both be grateful. Okay, say it a little bit quicker. I used to say this every time before a game, and obviously, the Yavapaians would know this, but it's like, it's my honest suspicion that you won't need a physician. Only a mortician will be the one to assess your future condition, because me tearing up the opposite of trying tradition, so you better both be grateful to a casting position. Obviously, the end used to be, so now I'll do it even harder in the East division, but I obviously changed this because obviously I'm casting now. What's actually funny is I made a different battle rap. I actually need to record it for real. Should I go ahead and sneak preview it? I feel like I should. You know what? Sure, let me look it up right quick. Because I wrote it down. This is also completely me. While we're waiting, you guys get, like, red too. Me. Oh, also, Aralima says hi to Cece. I assume that is one of her polycule. I almost forgot the name of it. Oh, we're going. Wow. I wasn't prepared. But you know me, I'm always prepared. So we do go ahead and have going into game number 1. Freaking love the fact their name doesn't fit. That's hilarious. Can I cheat? I'm gonna cheat. Boom. Not gonna have like ugly stuff in my overlay. Not on my watch. Not a thing you're going to see. So we have first band coming out on the side of Yavapai. They just go ahead and take the first pick and first band. They're gonna get rid of a Nubarak, no spiders. They're like, there's enough creepy crawly things on this map already. We don't need anything else. Johanna being banned out in response. Not really surprising when you don't have first pick, you ban Johanna. It's just what happens. Rhaegar is not necessarily a must ban. Rhaegar is good. Rhaegar is amazing. But here's the thing. Stukov is also amazing. Brightwing is also amazing. Anduin is also amazing. So there's enough amazing healers. You don't have to like fear a Rhaegar necessarily. We have the Kale Thoughts being taken away from Souls and Slowmo. And then the Samuro being denied. I wonder if Shank is still the offlaner. We do want to have Sarah Lynn blocking the Junkrat first and foremost. Junkrat is terrible in this map. Definitely can get people out of position very, very easily. You don't have a lot of room to move around in the lanes. And if you're trying to move up, the Junkrat can just put a mine in the area. It's awful. We do go ahead and have the Brightwing being taken by Mimias. Brightwing! With the bet, I love the witch skin so much. We do have the May coming out of Toxic Core. So, tank and healer coming in immediately. That does mean that probably bans on the offlane, but that's the thing. like neither offlaner has actually picked yet. Thank you, John. I do like it. It's actually slightly tamer than the other shirt. The fingers say STFU. So we do go and have Andrade coming in with Diablo. And then actually the second damage already coming out with Sylvanas. Now, obviously, Sylvanas will help the Zerg push even harder. But the thing is, with both damage being committed, you do kind of know what kind of comp you're running into. I will show you a monster. Hello, hello, Erica. Wow. We are in the middle of casting my old team, Yavapai. My god. Now that you're here, I have to say the full team name. The full team name is Yavapai County Youth Chess Club and... No, I messed it up. Yavapai County Municipal Youth Chess Club and Swim Team 6, Return of the King. It is a mouthful, and you know me, and you know I like having things in my mouth. I'm very, very good at talking with a mouthful, if you know what I mean. This is Erica. She is my sister from another mister. We were born both Scorpios. We had a similar trajectory in our life path, and we've kind of adopted each other. More correctly, I adopted her, and she can't get rid of me. So Zul'jin coming out. That scares me if Malthael is the offlaner, because Malthael can actually get killed very, very quickly. Sonya does very well onto a Malthael. Rexar just wrecks a Malthael. I'm actually very, very, very concerned about a Lone Wolf in this. If I was still on Yavapai, I would just slap this Malthael around. For those of you that don't know Here's the Storm, for those of you that are here and just sort of like idly watching, this is a map where usually you do have just two people brawling out in the top and the 4-man at the bottom. We do have Lucio coming out for Galactos, and then there is the offlane Anna. I was wondering if freaking Shank would do that. Shank is ridiculous. So here's the thing, Anna is a healer. You usually don't have both Lucio and Anna as healers coming in, but Anna is going to be off in the offlane messing with Malthael. We're going to have to see that. It's nuts. Final pick. We do have the Tassa face coming out. So, DPS, and that's going to be very, very, very uncomfortable. Diablo's going to take a lot of axes to the face if Andrade doesn't have very, very careful engages. Maze is going to be hard to move into. You know what? We're going to go into the game right now. 1 second. I like vampire bites. I'll get your predictions up. I'll let you bet on the results. We're going into the game right now. Stay right there.
Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me. And Raw to take the 3v1. Gets one. Looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
Ball, Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was really good.
All right, and here we come into the game. We are loading with the 6.5 avatars on one side, and then the Kel'Thuzad, the Soul Reaper, on the other. Coming in on the blue side of the battlefield, representing Yavapai County Youth Municipal Chess Club and Swim Team 6, Return of the King. We do go and have Andrade playing the Diablo. We do have Sarah Lynn on the Junkrat. We have Galactos playing Lucio. We do go and get Sylvanas being played by Ara Luna. And then up here in the top, we do have offlane Anna being played by Shank B9. On the other side of the battlefield, we do have Malthael representing Souls in Slowmo, with Malthael being played by Lone Wolf. We do go and have Toxic Core coming out on Mei. Yep! Coming out on the Zul'jin. Tassadar is going to be played by Nemesis. The Mecha Tassadar, I love this skin. And then Mimios is on the Brightwing. Look at this amazing and beautiful skin. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Come on, transform out. I can't stay here forever. Do it. Whoop. So look at stats at level 1. We are going to go ahead and have the static charge being taken by Tassar. Malthael not actually picking a level 1 just yet. is taking their time. The vampiric rounds coming out of the Ana, and already up to 14 stacks. We're gonna have Unfurling Shadows coming out on the Lunara. Sylvanas, wow, completely different. So we do go and have a little bit of back and forth. Already we've got Lone Wolf having a hard time into this, trying to get in on Ana. Will not be allowed. I really want to just watch this, but I need to go back. We do go and have the Lucio going down. We do go and have the Sylvanas also taken out. There is Andrade getting just tested. Zul'jin already up to 3 stacks. You want Ox? Just going to say Andrade did not die in the first minute. However, 2 members of Yavapai did.
Please let this work.
So we do have the top lane. Zul'jin goes up here in order to mess with this Ana. Ana is not going to get out of here. Zul'jin goes ahead and takes another person out of the fight. Zul'jin did take Recklessness. See, this is what happens when you get Raka off your team. Because clearly we won every match last game, or last season. That is totally not true. It's the exact opposite, to be honest. We do go and have the bottom one taken back. They did get up to 38%. Both teams are trying to control both of these beacons. If you control both, you do get Zerg progress. When this gets to 100%, the Zerg will come out of this pin and start pushing down the opponent's lane. Usually takes 2 or 3 pushes to really, really crack the opponent's core. We do go and have the Mercenary camp being picked up. There is a rotation up here. Both healers. So we have the Angel of Death going against like the entire healing position of Yavapai. However, because of that, there is Mei down below. Nemesis is moving in, and this is going to be a 4 versus 3 down here. Sarah Lynn kind of gets polymorphed and stuck behind a wall, trying to get out of here. Junkrat is trying to be a Juke-rat at the moment. Not going to be able to get out without taking a good bit of damage, but does not go down. 10% on the channel for Yavapai. Alright, they are moving back. Andrade looking a little bit worse for wear at the moment. Level 4s have been picked up. Taste for Explosives has been picked up by Junkrat. Oh, Galacto's very, very, very low. Will get out of there by the skin of his chinny chinny chin. Shank almost goes down, but is going to be able to re-engage in just a second. Here we have them rotating around, looking like a clown with an ultrasound. And yeah, Lucio, I don't know if anyone's told you, but you are not actually the tank. You probably shouldn't be the one in the lead. We do go to have the progress finish, and the Zerg are pouring out of this gate. We're going to move forward. The healer is down, so there's no one to save Andrade. Andrade stepping into the blizzard does move back. We do go and have Malthael takes out, but actually Mimius did go up top, so there will be Brightwings trying to take care of this. You know, down below, a lot of damage is being done. They are through the wall. We do have Aralina trying to run away from this. Red team has destroyed a fort. Just letting everyone know that I agree with the announcer. I think the announcer is telling the truth. So we do go and have the top wave picked up. Brightwing does go and burrow away. They are looking to push in here. A lot of damage on Sarah Lynn. Anna is moving back into this Malthael. Yeah, this is the problem. Like, I feel like Anna's going to struggle into this Malthael a lot come level 10. Sorry, I keep going up to the offlane fight because I love the offlane fight. It's what I do. So we do have the keep wall going down. Remember, their ultimate objective is this building. They push all the way up, so there's only one structure standing in the way.
Zerg waves defeated. Resetting pens as for protocol.
Alright, there is Jep! I'm sorry, every time I see his name, I just think of Jeb Bush running, and like his campaign was just Jeb! Cracks me up so much. Obviously not getting into politics. Please don't get into them in my chat. Just the kind of hilarious and patheticness of that campaign in general. If you guys don't remember, he was the guy that like had dropped out of the race shortly having to ask his own supporters to clap for him.
Hellbat coming through.
So we do go ahead and have the camps being picked up right now. A little bit of aggression. Lone Wolf is in the area. We are almost to level 10. At level 10, everyone gets a much, much stronger ability. And by everyone, I mean the team that actually made level 10. So it does look like Souls and Slowmo will be unlocking that soon. However, there's a nice boop. Lone Wolf goes back. Galacto says, no, you're not going anywhere. But we do go ahead and have Brightwing comes in, but this may end up being a double kill. Galacto's trying to get Lone Wolf out of there. But no. Oh, that's sad. Black Hole comes out. There is the last right, and Sylvanas goes down. This isn't the WoW expansion. You can actually die, Banshee Queen. She may even be dead. I don't know. I don't keep up with WoW. You have boss started for Souls and Slowmo. Zul'jin going to go ahead and cut himself because he's into masochism. Or he is a masochist, I shouldn't say he's into masochism. It's not like fine art. So there is the boss coming up here. Toxic War riding the Reaver mount. I love this. I love StarCraft mounts in general. I am a massive StarCraft fangirl, those of you cannot figure it out. Alright, we do go ahead and have the channel being taken. Both top and bottom are for red. You can just see this progress moving across. But the boss has to be dealt with. The boss is down. But it looks like the top fort may go down as well. There is big old stun coming in. This Brightwing is going nowhere. You got far away from us once, Fairy Dragon. It will never happen again. Go back to the Nexus with you. There's the Unstoppable, but right as Toxic Wolf comes out of there, there is the Apocalypse landing. Just go ahead and kill a May. Toxic Wolf is in the wrong side of this battlefield. Wait. Am I seeing this right? Did the Anna take...
This was a reckless plan.
The Anna took Eye of Horus? Oh my goodness, I haven't seen this one in forever. I know, ProSpent. These guys do not know how to put on a show. Everybody's dead! That's not even quite how it sounded. We do go ahead and have everyone kind of move into the middle, trying to hold this back. There is a token assault down here that Shank is trying to help out with against Jep. With that being said, we do have a lot of aggression. Such a feeble mind indeed. So feeble mind probably means that just use possession. Yep. Couldn't find it for a second. Eye of Horus does make a degree of sense though, because for the most part, the Anna won't be anywhere near the rest of the team. Lone Wolf moving down. A little bit aggressive, not with the rest of the team. Could definitely be picked off here. Just not really respecting the rotation from Yavapai. Because here's the thing, Malthael is not well known for his escapability.
Hell yeah.
Hello, Alex. I was wondering where you were. Serve the Dark Lady indeed. That's my sultry deep voice. Run, little Anna! Oh, you did not run fast enough. Run, little Anna, what is with all the fight? Itty bitty sniper wanna fight, fight, fight. Alright, it does look like, unfortunately, Yavapai in the position where they try to push into top court. They are going back right now, trying to stop bottom. There is the Apocalypse. Nice 3-person ice wall coming out of Souls and Slowmo. Completely blunts the like aggressive defense from Yavapai. So beacons are coming up. It does look like a little bit of top lane pressure will be picked up by Yavapai. Their opponents don't have any pressure they can get. Are they actually thinking of just pushing in again? They're rotating up at the moment. Oh, Brightwing! I was going to say, Brilliant Kill should save the Brightwing. It was close enough to the Malthael. Lone Wolf, this is the wrong neighborhood, my friend. Brightwing moves forward. There's a big fight. We do have Junkrat clearing out bottom lane. Top lane is firmly controlled. There goes Andrade moving in. They're trying to go ahead and move in. Mimias is moving back. All right. Yeah, I was going to say, if you can move up here, Sarah Lynn, you start getting some channel done. There's Toxic Core. Probably not the target you should be aiming at. Alright, there's the Ice Wall. It does not connect, but does zone the fight. There is a big old smack. Toxic Core looking not very good for health. Bye-bye, Toxic. So this is going to continue to be top lane pressure, but they actually lost the beacon. Sarah Lynn has to run up from the bottom and be like, guys, you're supposed to get the beacon? Right? That was Gem actually got out of there, but Mimius almost walked into it. Slight unfortunate. Should I be careful with comments like that? Don't troll the players. Alright, there is the bottom. I'm a bit surprised they rotated the way they did. They do go ahead and stop that at 38% right now. And once again, that great sleep comes by. We do go in on Brightwing trying to come in here. It's almost probably better that Brightwing didn't make it because the rest of the team was not on their way. Alex? Like, I admit I don't really keep a PG-13 rating very much, but jeez. Sarah Lynn moving up here. Chillin has basically become the offlaner at this point. Oh, I'm good at the Caster Curse. There we do have the Ice Wall coming in. A big ol' Apocalypse lands. Our Luna is out of it. Toxic Core is in the middle. There we have Eye of Horus just striking through the enemy team. Toxic Core is in the back, going in and trying to get this. Andrade does get the flip, but very, very low on the Diablo. There is the kill. Souls reset. Coming back with 25 souls in just a second. In just a minute. And we do go ahead and have Souls and Slowmo take control of both points. We'll go ahead and get the channel started through. Alex, I know what it is. I also know that, like, families watch this. So, Andrade, here's the thing about Malthael. It means that doesn't work. So, we do go and have the two villains of the... Is Junkrat a villain? I actually don't know Overwatch lore very well. But yeah, Diablo and Sylvanas both going down. Here comes a big push from the bottom from the Zerg, and a big push from the top from the enemy team.
Red team has destroyed a fort. Blue team's core is under attack. Red team has destroyed a fort.
Yeah, this may be where the game ends. We do go and have Souls and Slowmo moving forward, going ahead and trying to cinch this out. Yavapai is having to choose between a rock and a hard place, and you know what? The choice is being made for them. There is a big ol' we do go ahead and have, what is the last try set at 4 stacks? You know what? That is enough stacks. So we do have Souls and Slowmo taking game number 1, putting a decisive win, or decisive start to this series. Thanks, Alex. Sorry, I got completely distracted by Alex. Guys, I can't be sitting here trying to, like, corral you. So, we do go ahead and have, at the end of game number 1, Mimias does win the healing race, although granted it was a 2-healer comp, so maybe they weren't focusing as much on healing. In terms of damage, we do have Tassadar leading the way with 53,000, followed up by Zul'jin and Malthael. We do get, in terms of Soak, Tassadar and Malthael leading the way, followed up by Anna. I know Shank loves the offlane Amma. I am just never convinced by it. It always made me mad, because you guys know how much I love Braxis, and every time we go Braxis, Shank wanted to do offlane Anna. I'm like, can I play my map? Made me super sad. And yeah, no Yavapai support in the bets. It's a tragedy. At least I actually get to resolve it. I don't have to delete it like if the only bets were for Yavapai, because I don't take money away when that happens. That would be terrible. Looking at talents, let's go ahead and take a look right quick. First of all, the Anna line, in case you're wondering how to offlane Anna, this is what you do. Although I do think they actually switched, and so maybe these last 2 talents are not for that one. Malthael, I do know, does go with Fear the Reaper. Die Alone, of course. I do like the Cold Hand. I usually don't take Cold Hand when I play him, but against the Anna, who's already in Shrike stance and moving a little bit slower, Cold Hand just really lets you stay on top of her. We have Last Rites, of course, as we saw. Soul Siphon. And we do go ahead and get the Mortality coming out. So, what? So very, very good game to Souls and Slowmo. I will update the score and see you in game number 2 in just 1 second. Don't go anywhere, or if you go somewhere, come back.
Blood on the snow, blood on the ashes. I'm not ashamed of what I am. Make it my own, make it my castle. I'm not ashamed of what I am. On a course, blows from the west, great hammers will fall. Under high rocks all will answer the call. Bring us your arms, pariahs of yore. All faces turn now to war. Exiles of the ash stare through crimson glow. Guards of the north sing their songs of the snow. Bring us the breath of the marshes and rain. Courage is rising again. War will weather the souls of the lost. Stand together, whatever the cost. Shields will falter and many will fall. Time has come for us all to answer the call. To answer the call. Right of summer shores guide the voices of kings. Children of bark, they will tighten their strings. Bring us the wits of the warm southern sands. Clouds over all of the land. War will weather the souls of the lost. Stand together, whatever the cost. Shields will falter and many will fall. Time has come for us all to answer.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to game number 2. For those of you that don't know how to count, this is 1, this is 2. I am edumacating you guys. So we are on Cursed Hollow. Once again, Yavapai has selected first pick and first ban. So that obviously means map pick went over to the side of Souls and Slowmo. We'll have to go ahead and see if they continue to be as dominant. We'll have to see if we have a non-conventional weird build out of Shank. Here's the thing, like on the one hand, logic says no. On the other hand, this is Shank. So who knows? Having to think a little bit. Think. So Cursed Hollow is the one of the largest maps in the map pool. If not, I think it is the largest actually. It's either that or Towers, and I do think that Towers is a little smaller than this one. But I may be wrong about that. So, but the thing is, this one, you basically never have a double soaker. The lanes are too far apart, and even beyond that, it's too dangerous to rotate. You'll just get picked off. So we do go and have the same initial bans as last time. A new Brock, no bugs for us. We do have the Johanna being taken out. Because once again, Souls and Slowmo does not have first pick. We do go have the Kael'thas band out one more time. Kind of surprising. I actually like when my friends go Kael'thas. This Kael'thas is really bad at escaping. Okay, exact same bans as game number 1. Not a change. But we have Junkrat being prioritized. That is the question. Globals are very, very powerful in this map. I would not mind being a fall stat. Okay, we do have Brightwing coming in first because of the emphasis on globals. Does take that away from Mimius. But Nemesis is going to go ahead and say Junkrat. I do think it is Nemesis. I think we talked about this before. Junkrat definitely able to delay a pickup for a while, and Toxic Core going to go ahead and grab the Mei before it disappears into the realm of the ban. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about Warhead Junction, but that's a good point. Good old Forehead Junction. So Andrade is coming out with a Blaze. The Fireman going against the Ice Lady. Sarah Lynn on the Orphea. This is interesting. I've not seen Sarah Lynn play Orphea before, so I'm super excited about this. We'll have to see what she can do. Requisite bold move, Cotton. We'll have to see if it works out. Sarah Lynn is interesting. Does have to kind of get up close. The thing is, Mei ends up freezing and being relatively easy to predict when she's going to come out. So you can get a lot of Orphea damage down. Ban on the Diablo? I guess it is possible that Andrade could train with the offlaner. That's still a surprising ban to me. Stukov banned out. They already have the Brightwing. I do not blame them for getting rid of a healer. That does leave, I would say, Anduin as the most likely healer. His Brightwing is taken. Stukov is gone. Or Rhaegar.
Damn time.
You have Jep coming out on Tychus. Alex, I will take that bet. I don't believe it. And the main reason is because you don't typically, boom, pay up, pay the unspecified amount that we bet on. I was just like, you don't typically take two mages together, and they've already got Orphea. Probius is, okay, actually Probius is kind of a mage. That's not a good argument. And then I'm guessing offlane Raynor going into that Hogger. That is a super heads-up play. Hogger really, really, really struggles into range. He's a melee hero, and he does have a hard time closing on the Raynor. Plus, Raynor has that self-healing. All right, we do have the Rhaegar. I said Anduin or Rhaegar, so go me. So we do have the Mei going into a Blaze. Mei is going to be a little bit better there, but then the backup down. Andrade is going to really have to be careful because Tychus will eat his lunch. But Tychus has to be a little bit slow in order to do minigun damage, and slow is not who you want to be against Orphea or against Probius. So both of them can really, really punish that. Brightwing is going to be better. I do like Brightwing over Rhaegar, especially on a lamp this big. A lot of side soak advantage, but we'll go into the game right now. I'll get the predictions up, and I will see you guys in just 1 second. Oh my gosh!
Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me. And Raw to take the 3v1, gets one, looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
Looks like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
People, Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
That was really good.
All right, coming in on the blue side of the battlefield, representing Yavapai, we have the, oh geez, what is a good Y name? Definitely did not think. We have the Young Bloods of Ymir? I don't know. I did not think of this ahead of time. Shank is playing the Jimmy Ray. Galactos on the Brightwing. We do have Andrade playing Blaze. Sarah Lynn is on the Orphea. I like that skin. More specifically, I like the red eyes, the eyeliner. We have our Luna on the little probe. On the other side of the battlefield, we do have Souls in Slowmo, the Soldiers of Slaughter. We do go ahead and have Lone Wolf on the Hawker going to bottom lane immediately. We do have Nemesis on Junkrat. Toxic Core is playing Mei. Jep is coming in on the Tychus, and Mimias is on the Rhaegar. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, Sergeant Scoops. Welcome, Raiders. We are in game number 2 of the series with against Mei. Yavapai County Municipal Youth Chess Club and Swim Team 6, Return of the King, versus Souls in Slowmo. We have Jep down here. Mimias is in the area, ready to pounce on this Aura. The Aura Luna, well, I was going to say sniffed it out, but then she started to move back in almost immediately. Alright, a little bit of a move in, but that means that Mimias was not helping Junkrat with his camp. Granted, Junkrat doesn't really need the help of the camp. On the other side, we do have Brightwing Galactos picking this one up. This is actually, I want to say, a little bit of a whoops coming out of Yavapai. You don't typically take the camp away from the objective. You take the camp away from the objective second. That way, the lane that needs to be cleared out is on the other end of the map. So this is correct. Or this is more meta, where you have Nemesis goes ahead and picks this up, because this is going to be going right next to the objective, right down this lane here. And the objective, of course, is going to be right there, because you can see on the minimap. Season 5's name was better, just saying, when I was on the team. Our Luna is moving in. A little bit of a mage. Where are we on the cooldown? Does have it available, it looks like. We'll probably have to use it, yep. Hoggar takes a little bit of damage. We do got a Nemesis moves up top in order to try and help with this. Shank not able to fight into two of them.
Hero, gather tribute and earn my
And here's the question. Will Yavapai, knowing the way this map is played, go for an invade right here? Because they must know that the enemy will go to this camp at this point. Signs point to no, unfortunately. I would have loved to see that. I think that would be super heads up. We do have heat transfer in the rhythm up to 12 stacks. We have new habits up to 7 stacks. Alright, there's Galactos. Goes ahead and gets frozen. Not going to be able to channel this just yet. Raynor is not coming down. Neither is Junkrat, but Junkrat is closer. So Junkrat could engage into this. There is Hogger unstoppably through. Nice 3-person, there is Junkrat. Raynor is just pushing in. I do think this should be a, yeah, just get out of there. You've done enough. Realistically, this was to let Raynor go in, and Raynor's going to be going ahead and taking out, before someone can get up there, is probably taking the full building. So yeah, although we do go ahead and have the tribute picked up by Souls in Slowmo, I do think that this is definitely worth. Oh, we'll not actually get the fort. I just lied to you all. Big 4-man push in middle. Galactos taking a lot of damage, trying to get back. Sarah Lynn moved back, was not able to help them. 2 kills to 0 in favor of Souls and Slowmo. And Souls and Slowmo is pushing in on this building right now, trying to go in. Mimias leading the charge. Andrade does not have a lot of health to contest this. Nice charge out, Sarah Lynn.
gather tribute or face my Which Red team has destroyed a fort.
Here's rotation down. Interesting play going on. Trying to get our Luna, will not be able to. Hogger's like, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Because once again, it looks like the play coming out of Yavapai is to just front this and let Raynor die, apparently. I didn't say it was a good plan. I said it was their plan. Andrade in the back, lots of damage coming through. It is a 4-on-4. Hogger is not actually moving down to help with this. There's a stun onto the Tychus in the backline. Sarah Lynn moving forward. Toxic Core is getting kind of low, as is Andrade. This is a nice go in, but we do have a kill onto the Mei. Stun onto the Rhaegar. Lots of damage coming through, and we do go in and have the Shaman taken out. Jep, please clap because he is doing his final presentation. We get in trouble for making all of these Jeb Bush references. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. So we do go in and have the Yavapai down. We're going to go for boss right now. No answering boss from Souls and Slowmo at the moment. This may be a problem. They should have a sense of the fact they can't see their enemy on the map anymore. Alright, we do go ahead and have Mind Devourer up to 11 stacks. 41 stacks of In the Rhythm. 12 stacks on New Habits. Will Yavapai come up here? Andrade is thinking about it. And that will go ahead and cause a back off. Junkrat is not here. Level 10s are picked up. Shank going ahead and trying this. Toxic Core moving in for the interrupt. There's the snowball cannon. Does catch Sarah Lynn. Shank wisely sidesteps. Here's Lone Wolf coming around the side. But does not quite get the interrupt. Meanwhile, down below, that fort did go down. So that's not a thing we'll be able to see in the near future. With that being said, we do go to have Shank moving on through. Top lane trying to knock this down. Hogger is moving away. Then says, wait, that's a bad idea, and moves right back. Andrade does go ahead and get hit by a few mines. Nemesis is on the attack. Now here's the problem. All 5 members of Soul and Slowmo were up here. It does look like Hogger's breaking off. But that's a lot of experience they're giving up. Yavapai does have a slight experience advantage and is growing with Probius and Andrade in different lanes. All right, there's a nice double stun coming out of Andrade. Sarah Lynn in the Blizzard does go ahead and hit the thing, and movement speed's on out. We do go ahead and have Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf does go ahead and use the Portapult. Shank gets back. Great Galactus coming in, trying to keep that alive. Big Hyperion coming down. Toxic Core taking a little bit of damage. Is getting a little bit close to the their massive Riptide. Hits like all 5 of them, I think. There's the Eternal Feast, but will not get any real value. Toxic Core does go back. A lot of damage coming out of that blaze. Was that Collision Force? It was. I was like, that was more than I was expecting, and we do have the Mei taken out, but Orphea being traded out for it. There is the Null Gate coming through. Nice stun coming through. Big damage coming out of Probius. Mimius running back. We do have Odin in the backline. Shank going ahead and knocking bullets into this Junkrat. Although being an Overwatch hero, he has a natural resistance to bullets. So we are at 2 tributes all. Next tribute gets the curse. Can we just talk about it for a second that this thing has still never gone down? It's at 500 health. Alright, we do go and have May in the area, but the rest of the team is still up there with the boss. Shank runs right past May. Kind of funny. That's the question. They don't really have time to rotate up and get boss right now. Shank gonna go ahead and start channeling this. Shank? That was weird. It kind of glitched for a second, but we do go ahead and get the nice avalanche to disengage. But, oh, slight disagreement.
Red team has destroyed a fort. Blue team has destroyed a fort.
So the top fort finally does go down. Boss, he's going to be handled right now. We do have the curse pushing in. Damage being done to this one. Is this really the best time to get Camp Lone Wolf? I'm actually not sure it is. I think I may disagree with that. So we do go ahead and have Souls and Slowmo in full retreat. Has lost their advantage and they are cursed right now. Curse is up for another 20 seconds, but it doesn't look like too much will be done in the middle. The wave is just now getting here and will be frozen. Active defenders in the way. So that was actually really, really, really lucky and good on the side of Souls and Slowmo. The fact that they just picked up boss meant that Yavapai was not really able to capitalize on their curse. You always feel so bad. Oh, we do have Blaze being taken out by the Tychus, the Junkrat. Here's the I've never played Junkrat, and I always get confused. Like, how does he make his thing jump? Is it spacebar? I feel like it should be spacebar. So Andrade is down. Yeah, they are not going to be able to contest this, unfortunately. Also, they are not moving to the south because we already have two boulder giants here. However, while they're pushing in here, off lane James Lanor.
Red team destroyed a fort.
Alright, bunker going in. We do have snowball cannon. Gets Blaze in the backline. That may not be where you want Blaze. Okay, never mind. I thought he just charged right into your backline and you'd be in trouble. Sarah Lynn goes in and gets booped out. There is the null gate. Those of you not familiar, like me, enemies touch the bridge, take 148 and are slowed. Obviously, Hogger went ahead and cleaned up Raynor on the other side. Break on through to the other side. Enough health left. Go ahead and take this camp. There's one level advantage for Souls and Slowmo as they push into the their opponent's keep. So despite the fact they have not gotten a curse yet, they have actually taken out all three of their opponent's forts. Their opponents have only gotten two of their forts. And with that said, we do going to have Yavapai moving up, going to try and clear out their lanes. Get ready, Tribute is spawning in 15 seconds. They do not have James Raynor just yet. There is the null gate, going to make it a little bit harder for May to get out of here, but she does slide right on through. Alright, Blaze just gets cleaned up. There is an Eternal Feast. Jeb having a hard time getting out of it. Does finish off, and we also have Proby's going down. That's a really, really bad. You got a curse starting, stops 44 seconds, and both your damage and one of your damage and your tank has gone down. Hogger goes in and just goes straight into the enemy backline. Sarah Lynn is being harassed by Mimius, and she will go down as well. This may very well be the end of the game. Two keeps are down. A lot of damage into this Hog Wild. So this looks like it's going to be the end of game number 2 for Souls in Slowmo. GG is called, and Souls in Slowmo does go ahead and win this out. Congratulations to them. Let me go and see if I can set us up with an interview right about quick. All right, we'll see if anyone comes in and joins me. Hopefully they will. Oh, wrong camera. Whoopsie. So, until we are joined, looking at the stats, we do go and have the healing race being run by Mimius. This came out with 71 healing over 60,000. That is not like the do-all, end-all. Like, numbers don't mean everything. Oh, and we do have Lone Wolf and Nemesis coming in here. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
First of all, congratulations. Very, very, very well-played series. Relatively dominant, I have to say. How do you guys feel? Kind of the gimme question, but there you go.
Great. It's amazing. We're getting back to form. We've struggled early this season, so it's good to get results like this.
Oh, 1,000%. That game was a lot cleaner than what I watched last week, I think. But to be honest, I watched 6. I watched 6 games and cast another 5, so I don't remember.
So we had a double header last week, Monday, Wednesday. Monday was a little rough. That was 30 seconds to Mosh. We could have done better, but it was hard fought. Wednesday was a tough one. Well, it was great. Wednesday worked out very well. We'll say that. We've just been in stride since.
Well, I do think Wednesday was your flex match, so I didn't watch it. So I just watched, I think, 30 seconds to Mosh. If that explains the rankings a bit.
Yes. Hey, I loved your rankings, though. It was motivation. I was like, we're only B. We need to do something about that.
I am glad to do it. I am also glad I have more time to do it this week. Like I said, last week I tried to watch like 6 matches in like 2.5 days. It was nuts.
Yeah, you're like our personal ESPN, so I love it. It's like we get top 5 and we get power rankings. It's awesome. I absolutely love it.
I'm honestly doing a little bit too much to be completely straightforward. But oh well, it's fun. So with that said, we are going to go ahead and game 1 was on Brax's holdout. First of all.
Problem solved with explosives.
Oh, Mimias, thank you very much for the raid. Obviously, the game just ended, which you well know. We do go ahead and have in game number 1 on Brax's holdout. What did you guys? Were you guys expecting the offlane Anna? Because I was, but I know this team very well.
So we were expecting very different stuff. We were, expecting not the casual, but I did not expect the offlane Lana. None of us did.
Also, you guys did mention something about Camel right when the game started. What is that about?
So our scouter notices that Camel's been gone for a couple weeks, and so he noticed it again. So he was like, "Camel's gone? What?" So that was a scouting thing.
Yeah, I know Camel used to be a sub and then actually played for a bit. For those of you that don't know, I was on Yavapai last season, so I'm very, very familiar with their ins and outs. Moved on this season to not actually on a team. Go me.
Hey, more free time then.
I mean, I definitely filled it up. But with that being said, so what was your overall, because obviously you guys did end up getting the Brightwing. And I did notice you would rotate up against that Anna pretty aggressively. But what was your overall strategy going into Braxis?
Not get out macroed. We've noticed they're a very good team fight and macro team, so we had to stay ahead. We could not let them take charge and take camps and everything. The second that they would have the advantage, they would just steamroll us. So we made sure to not get out macroed. All
right, well, it definitely worked out. I want to say you guys got, at one point early in the game, you were level 8 against their level 6. They did catch up pretty quick, but you still got 10s first. So we're in a fairly commanding position, although they did start to struggle back. I do remember there was one particular engagement up by the top point where they like took out actually before that there was a really crazy Junkrat mine that got Malthael completely behind their fort, and he got out thanks to Bribery. Tell me about that moment for you guys.
Well, yeah, it was crazy. I was like, I should be fine because I had speed boost. Like, I was like, I'll be fine. I'll get out. But then I saw the entire team as soon as I went over their wall, and I was getting scared. And the Mems was like, I'm just gonna teleport. Let's see how this goes. And then like we managed to both get out, and then our team actually rotated back up. I think we got a kill. We turned it around and got a kill, but it was a close call for my liking in our team.
Yeah, I was 1,000% sure I was like, oh, Malthael is behind walls and the entire U.S. Army is back there with him.
I was like, yeah, I'm not making out of this.
And then so at the end, whenever you took boss right as you also finished the channel, obviously you had a very, very dominant position. So at what point did you actually know you had won the game?
When we took boss.
The second boss?
Yeah, the second boss. Yeah, when we took that second boss, we knew we had way too much push, and they were staggered a little bit in deaths. It was just too much for them to answer. So we were full steam ahead, and we were calling end.
Well, it definitely was. I saw that. I was like, oh, I didn't say it in the cast, but I was like, there's no way they survived this. Moving on into game number 2, on to Cursed Hollow. So were you guys expecting the double mage?
No. Once again, we don't know what to expect with them just because it's so different, and not at all. That wasn't even a thought in our head.
Yeah, I do have to say, Alex bet me that they would go KT and didn't pay up when he lost. But yeah, that was one of the things. Like, I knew they'd be working on some new stuff. Very, very surprising. Actually, I don't know if you scouted their game yesterday. Probius also came out in that. It was a lot more successful. So, well done against a seasoned Probius of one game.
So we did the Probius was in the back of our mind. There were a couple other heroes that were in the back of my mind that could show up, and so this time Probius was the one that showed up. But it's as long as you position correctly, it's not a whole lot to be scared of with Probius. You just got to control that push.
So the one thing I do have to question, because the bans on both games were the exact same, is the Samro just a team, we don't like him, or is there someone specific that you just cannot stand their Samro going into this matchup?
So we have like almost zero data on the Samro, but our scout said, hey, Samro's banned for some reason, so let's, we don't know who to ban because they have such a large pool. Let's just continue to ban the Samro. And then Johanna's just ridiculously good right now, so we had to. We didn't have first pick. Had to get rid of Johanna.
You don't have first pick? You basically have to commit a ban to Johanna?
Absolutely. Right now, yes.
Also, Toxic Core did make a point about the fact that they never get to play a Nubrock anymore. Is that justified?
It's funny because I felt like there were a lot of respect bans get that game. They were very strategic in their draft. First, they took out the Noob, and Noob's been really, strong for us. And then they took out my KT. KT's been really strong. And then they took the Junkrat. So I thought it was, a very strategic, almost like, instant 3 ban for us. So very interesting.
And the last question I have for you about the games, on Cursed Hollow, despite the fact that you guys, to a certain extent, got really, really almost lucky in that they didn't let you take the boss when you first wanted it, because when you had boss as they got cursed, they weren't able to use the curse. So, was that, like, tell me about the thought process right when they came out and showed up at your boss as theirs was pushing?
Lowen, I'm gonna let you take that one because I wasn't there. Okay. That was your.
Okay. It was kind of hectic. Our captain was like, all right, I gotta go deal with boss, and since I'm like kind of the second voice in our team, and I was like, I don't think you really should be there. I think we're gonna need you up here. and we were like, okay, well maybe we can do boss. So we started boss, but we had like scouts like further up to try to see what's gonna come. And sure enough, we started seeing people. So we were just like, just get off of boss. And at that point, we were just like, well, we got to give things, and if they're gonna get boss, they get boss. We'll just try to deal with both bosses after. But we, to our surprise, even the rest of the team, we were like, they didn't take boss, and they also just let us take it from them, and that actually helped us, with the whole curse when they got full cursed and everything.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was like very, very fortuitous timing for you. I gotta admit, I'm always rooting for game 3, so I was kind of sad by that, but good job on your end. Last question. I kind of know the answer to this already, but I always give a team chance to talk about it. Where does the name Souls and Slowmo come from?
Nemesis, your captain.
So I'm new to Souls and Slowmo, so I took over from Dontris. From my understanding is, it has to follow a particular order. There's mom, dad, and sis, and so it had to follow, some type of relative acronym, I guess, for lack of a better word. And so whoever came up with it came up with Souls and Slowmo because it follows the family member as well as Timeless Graveyards is the organization, and so it still follows the whole death and time that's built into everything.
That is the correct answers. Because like I said, I already knew the answer, but I always ask all the teams where the name comes from just so I can talk about it. Usually there's some sort of interesting story, and occasionally it's like we're Phoenix Rising Emerald, and all of our teams are named after gemstones. I'm like, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But with that said, those are all the questions I had. Let me go and turn it over to you for any shout outs you want to give.
So first shout out I have to give to the whole team. They've been awesome. This is actually my first time captaining or taking any type of huge leadership in NGS, so they've been extremely supportive and awesome, and they've looked out. They've helped me. They pull me back when I do crazy calls, and so every single person, subs and starters, they've been key. And of course, I have to call out my wife. My wife's been awesome in this. She deals with my headache of me staying up super late and dealing with me playing all night and yelling and everything. And lastly, last shout out to Dontris. He's not feeling too well right now. So, maybe he's watching. Hopefully you feel better. And, team's rooting for you.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Dontris feel better?
Oh, is it my turn now for shout outs? Same thing, just shout out to the whole team, and especially to Toxic. Lately and even last season, his scouting has been always on point. He even calls like certain bands and map bands that they're gonna do, and 100% of the time he's always right. Like it's just he's on point, and we really love him. He's an excellent tank. I'm really surprised a lot of people started betting as a noob. We've been really liking it and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, shout out to Dontris. Hopefully he starts feeling better and everything.
All right. Well, shout out to Dontris as well. Dontris is a friend of mine. So, very, very good series. I'll go and let you guys enjoy the after party.
Yes, thank you. And as always, thank you for the cast. We always love the cast and always appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. I always love casting, obviously, or I wouldn't do it all the freaking time. But yep, I'll see you next time, and I'll try and catch you again, but no promises because I'm kind of everywhere.
Thank you, and have a good night.
As for you all, we will go over and raid Moist Venus in just a second. For those of you that do not know, I am Raka. If you cannot talk in chat, make sure that you follow the channel. 24 hours after you follow, you'll be able to talk, or you can just verify your information with Twitch. I have been hate rated in the past, so kind of have to do a few things to make sure that is taken care of. But following will fix it. I do stream a lot of Here's the Storm casting. I also stream a number of games. If you look at the title, you can always see if it starts with cast, I'm casting a game. If it says play, I'm playing something, which means there's no delay, and come in, talk to me. I do talk to chat a lot more when I'm not casting. Other than that, we'll go over see Venus. I will actually be back in like 10 minutes. But for right now, Okay, and now I can't raid because the stupid prediction's in the way. Get out of the way.